Welcome back, everybody, to this week's episode of the Majority Rules podcast. We had two football players win SAA Player of the Week. Quarterback Grant Bizjack, we're not going to have him on this week because we had him on 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
We are going to have the Defensive Player of the Week, Luke Bridges, on. Really excited to talk to him. Before we dive into it with him, let's hear a little script from Southern Farm Bureau.
Sponsors.
We have sponsors. It's crazy. I guess we've made it. We've made it. So Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, they are a proud sponsor of Millsaps College athletics. Just like the majors get ready for big plays, life insurance can help you get ready for whatever life throws your way. They offer life insurance coverage that could be a good fit for you and your family. Contact your local Farm Bureau agent to learn more about your family's needs today. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, your friends for life. So now we're going to dive into it with Luke. Really excited to see what he has to say. We are here with this last week's SAA Player of the Week, Luke Bridges. Luke, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, no problem, man. Glad to be here.
All right, so we're just going to get it started like we do every week. Tell us about how you started playing football, your journey, middle school, high school, whatever, and then get into your recruiting process, why you chose Millsaps, and just how all that happened.
Yeah, so, I've been playing football since a young age. I started when I was about 6 years old in Pee Wee. You know, me and my group growing up, we were really, really good. We were probably ahead of our, age group, some would say. And, Pee Wee and middle school, high school, we dominated a lot. So being around, good talent like I was, it just kind of forced me to, have to develop quicker. And, I had great coaches, my dad being one of them, very just people that knew ball and were able to teach it to me. So I had a great understanding of the game growing up. Fun fact, in middle school, I actually played left tackle.
There we go.
In 7th grade, yeah, 135 pounds starting left tackle because I wasn't seeing the field. I was very undersized, but coach was like, we just need somebody to chop block and just, hold them for a second. And I was like, well, if this gets me on the bus, then so
there
be
you go.
it.
Yep.
And
a lot of plays going to the right on that field.
For sure. Don't put me in pass pro neither. Don't put me in pass pro.
You ain't get no pass in, didn't you?
Oh no. Straight bull rush, and I'm on my back probably. But and from there, that drive is kind of where that drive took off because I realized, I wanted to be on the field and I wanted to play. So that's when I really started taking football serious. And going into high school, my freshman year, I had a huge growth spurt. I was probably 5 foot for real. And not big, but 5'9" was big for me. So, that kind of boosted me up, and just from there, I just continued to grow. I had great coaches in high school, got stronger, faster every year, and, and that resulted to me and my team having an undefeated season all the way to the state championship. So it was a very memorable senior season, and I would go back and do it all again if I could.
Yeah, for sure.
Just FYI, folks, he's not going to admit it to the people in the public, but he likes to talk a little crap about it on the side. All-time most tackles in a state championship game in Florida history. You play a very interesting position, especially in high school you did, and it's very, I would guess, best word to say is technical. You got to be technically sound with it. Kind of explain what goes through your mind and what's the game plan in, for certain teams and different like that, and kind of explain what your position is, just a little bit.
So in high school, I was kind of like a beast, quote unquote beast. The official position was strong safety, but the way our defense was ran, I would be in the run fit a lot. So I was pretty much just a walk back middle linebacker, and I'm not big on covering the pass. I like to hit things. So that's why, they had me back there because I'm in the run fit. I just get to – it's very simple. see ball, go get ball.
Yeah.
Like that's all it was. So, that had a lot to do with the success I had my senior season, and then, that resulted in some offers and things of that nature. So that's how I got here. I had a few PWOs to some D2s and some other D3 programs, but Millsaps was just, I saw the opportunity here to see the field every year, to be a part of an up-and-coming program. Back in 2013, we all like to talk about how good we were and, run in the running for conference championships every year. And, I wanted to be a part of that new group that eventually got us here. And, we're in the running for it this year, and I have full confidence that we'll win it this year.
Yeah. So you kind of started diving into it this year. Just thoughts on how the defense specifically has played so far, the growth throughout the year. Obviously, Belhaven was a tough one, and just the defense is taking steps better and better every single week. You can tell. Obviously, having 3 interceptions last week, forced a few turnover on downs. Just a huge defensive week last year against what was supposed to be a really high-powered offense. We talked about on the podcast with Babin how it was probably going to be a shootout, but then y'all came out and shut them down.
Set the tone
so
early.
Talk about how the defense has progressed throughout the year and how you are to the point where y'all are now.
A lot of that just comes with us finally getting comfortable. We lost a lot of key players really last season.
Yeah.
And, we just had to find the confidence to go out there, trust the system, trust what our coaches are coaching us on, and just go do it. Like, we couldn't stop the run for the life of us those first couple games. And quite frankly, still kind of, getting better, but it's still something to improve on. And, just being able to see how much we've grown. We have a lot of young guys as well playing. Sure. We got guys like Elias Allen, who is starting and seeing a lot of the field. Jackson DeGeorge, true freshman, coming in, making plays, leading the conference in interceptions right now.
Yeah.
Like, just a bunch of young guys stepping up, making plays. D-line just continuing to dominate. Our middle linebackers making great – just overall, we've just been making really good decisions on the field, playing aggressive, playing fast, playing strong. And, that's what a successful defense is.
Yeah.
You can have the greatest scheme in the world, but if you ain't got those things, then there ain't no defense.
Yeah.
So 37 total tackles on the year, 24 of those being solos coming in. You leading the team in most part, and you got a couple guys trailing behind. Everybody getting their bits and pieces in there, and like you said, and just people being all over the place. What has helped you the most in particular individually, and just being sound, like I said, being the technical position you are and being sound and being able to roam the field and make tackles and make plays when you need them?
Well, it's kind of funny because I got in trouble for not doing my job a couple weeks ago because I was trying to do too much.
Yeah.
And a lot of my success comes from just doing my job and doing what I just said, trusting the defense, trusting the scheme, and just playing fast, physical. If I go and try – if I read run and I shoot down there trying to make a big hit and a tackle, well, here I am letting a post go down the field, bombs over Baghdad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, being successful in our defense is doing your 1/11th. We talk about it all the time. If you do your 1/11th, then the defense will be successful. And
I like that little term, 1/11th. Ooh, I ain't heard that one in a hot minute. I like that one.
Yeah. So, and in high school, there's a lot of the times where I had to do a lot of other people's jobs. And coming here, there was a huge, jump because you just got to do your job.
Right.
If you try to do other people's jobs, especially at this level of football, then you're going to mess up. You're going to mess up the whole defense, and you're going to cost some points.
Yeah.
And I learned that the hard way, really center week. Center week was probably my worst. It was my worst game. Couldn't guard a pass. Couldn't guard the pass to save my life. And so, and that hurt us. And so from there, I had to grow, had to take it on the chin and just do my 111.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so let's talk about last week. You're on here for a reason. You won SAA Defensive Player of the Week, had a huge week. Talk about going into the week, some things that y'all saw that might have helped you get what you did, have the success you did, and then once you're on the field, what unfolded to give you the success that you had.
Yeah, so it was no secret. We knew Maryville was going to be a powerhouse. 10th in the power rankings, 25th in the just rankings, and we just knew we had to come out. We had to set the tone. The game was on the defense's shoulders 100%. If we didn't play good defense and get stops, then, you can't put all that pressure on offense alone. Our offense, in my opinion, is the best offense in the SAA, and it's one of the best in D3.
Yeah.
And, there's only so much they can do. They can go out there and score a touchdown, but if we, give up a touchdown every single time we're out there, then what's that going to do?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So we knew it was going to be a challenge, but before the game started, I said we had to seize the opportunity. We had the chance of a lifetime to upset a team, to do something that hasn't been done in a long time, and we knew we were capable of it. We've been told by Coach Leck every single week, guys, we're getting there, but we haven't played to our full potential. And I still don't think we've played to our full potential, because in all reality, that'd be perfection.
Yeah.
And that's just not going to happen. But we can still strive to be perfect.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And when you do that, good things happen. And I think that's what we did. We seized the opportunity on Saturday. We did our jobs. We played physical. We capitalized when the ball was in the air. I had an interception, but Elias Allen's play, I don't know if y'all saw that. Coming from across the field and then coming from behind the guy, catching it over him, that was insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
That's just saying. And then not only that, you had other guys that played a big part, like Carver had a big week tackling. I think he had the most tackles in the game last week. I feel like everybody on the D-line, they finally all had a roundabout, all-around game.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was talking to Xavier and Nate. I was like, dude, y'all have got to get pressure this week. And they did. I was like, because they went on a 2-game slump. And, you laugh at me, but they went on a 2-game slump. I'm not getting pressure. They had 0 sacks back-to-back games, and they come in there and they get, come in there and they're putting pressure on them. They're getting hurries. They're getting sacks and different things like that. So looking ahead, you got Barry. You got a big one. 4 years in a row going to their place in the middle of October.
Yep. You
got Trinity. You got Southwestern. You got that big Halloween bash is what we like to call it. And you got Trinity. And then you got a team that, we have talked more as individuals living together. Yeah. That is basically like our Egg Bowl, our Iron Bowl. You never know, the game. You never know what you're going to get out of Swanee.
Yep.
So what has got to be done to keep the consistency going?
Well, it's no secret this week, got to stop the run. Yeah. You stop the run, you beat Barry. And I've been saying that every single year I've been here. You stop the run, you beat Barry.
Easier said than done, though.
Yeah, credit to them. They do it very well and very effectively, and that's why they have so much success.
In my opinion, I think they're better sound than Trinity is. I think they're just better sound, and
really good.
They're more, well knit, I guess is.
Oh yeah, they're well coached. Yeah. They're well coached. biggest thing is we just got to be aggressive. You know, we can't overshoot our run fits. We got to be in our run fits. We all got to run to the ball. Running the ball is a key thing. You know, there's going to be missed tackles.
Yeah.
But as long as those missed tackles are guys taking shots and then having another guy coming right there to back them up, that's 100% okay.
Yeah, just like basketball, following the shot.
Yeah, like you're not going to be perfect, but you know, when you can just take a shot and at least slow that guy up, then good things are bound to happen.
Yeah.
And when you take the shot, that's how you make the plays.
I need a Cam Chancellor hit this week, please.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that
Don't look at me like that's over asking something.
Yeah,
we just were talking about this.
Yeah. No, I very much want one. I didn't really get a chance last week. I had one little hammer.
You had one little pop. You had a little sneaky pop in there.
That dude was big, y'all. That dude was big.
Speaking of big, like when you talk about Barry, the offensive guys, when they're looking at the defense, they talk about they're just shoot. Like they're big and physical. As a team, that's what I kind of feel like their identity is they're going to beat you up where, you, like you said, stopping the run. They're going to pound the rock. They're going to just like try to bully ball you. So as a team, I wouldn't say we're kind of undersized, and it's more, but we got – I feel like we got dogs. If compared to Barry, we are undersized.
Barry,
so what's the mindset coming? Like for you, when you're coming, like you said last week, you hit that guy that was big. When you're coming downhill, you got a tank coming through the hole. What are you telling yourself? How are you about to take them out? Because you're not going for a kid's knees. You're trying to, like you said, Cam Chancellor hit. You're laying the boom
this
on
week he may be going for knees and a Cam Chancellor hitting.
Oh, well, listen. I'm just going to let y'all know I do not think about nothing. When I see that ball,
you're sitting.
He's like the Tasmanian. He's like the
Tasmanian. It's just kind of like
sees that ball.
I don't think like my main thought is, "Oh, I gotta kill this guy."
Yeah.
Like that's how I approach every single hit.
Yeah.
Because when you come down and you're the guy coming with the most force, it's always gonna go in your favor. I don't know if y'all watch the Rhodes game, but that's why I love playing free safety. I get a 10, 15-yard head start to go run downhill and just hit somebody.
The dude was up, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No.
Next question.
Yeah, next question. Next question. We're not going to talk about the forced fumble. I should have. But yeah, we'll let Rhodes have that one. We still
let it slide a little bit.
We showed our dominance.
So living together. For those that you don't know, we live together in the dorm, suite mate for 2 years. So just sitting here listening to you talk, and just kind of came. I don't know why I haven't thought about this before. Did you get the hit power from your mama or your daddy?
Oh, they're gonna watch this and they're gonna argue about it.
I was gonna say, who did you get the hit? Because Mr. Jeff will tell you straight up that it's him. But I know your mama's in the background just shaking her head and like, no, it's like. So who'd you get it from?
My mom found out by some DNA thing that she had like fast twitch. Isn't it cells or muscles?
Oh, yeah, muscles.
Muscles,
yeah.
I'm a comm major. I don't know.
And my dad did it, and he didn't have it. So there's always, a little, not necessarily an argument, but just like some playful
bicker,
banter.
bickering back and forth.
Oh well, he gets his speed and all his athleticism from me. I got the fast twitch muscles. That's what my mom will tell my dad. And my dad played D3 football for the United States Merchant Marine Academy.
Yeah.
So. He was kind of like me. He was undersized, but he did not care. Like, he was going to hit you as hard as he could every single play. And my dad played D-line. So, you know how them D-linemen are.
I just want you to know,
crazy.
Mr. Jeff, he's covering it up. He really thinks Ted?
Yes.
Why did I say Jeff? What am I thinking Jeff?
You're asking the wrong guy. I've never met the man.
Hey.
Ted, I'm sorry. I don't know why Jeff was in my head, but
that's really bad. What
bad of me. What am I
edit,
doing?
I'll just say
I'll
just like make you somehow say Ted. I don't know. I'm gonna find a way to do that.
What was that? I'm done talking. I'm kind of
all right. You retire. Yeah, you retire.
I'm done.
All right. That's good.
That was bad. What the heck? God, I'm so like I really feel embarrassed.
You gotta
now.
text
this
him
is
after.
bad
You better
now.
text him after and apologize.
Yeah.
What the crap? Anyways, he thinks it's his mama, folks. He's not going to admit it because he didn't want to hurt his daddy's feelings. He thinks it's his mama. It's okay. He's a mama's boy.
No, I got to credit a bunch of my...
I want to leave now. I'm done.
It's okay. I'll shoot the outro by myself. You can leave.
I got to credit a lot of my, athletic ability and stuff to my parents. They were both athletes. My mom played softball. She was a really good softball pitcher. And like I said, my dad played football. So, with my dad's coaching, he coached me all my life.
Yeah.
And he knows the game inside and out.
Oh, yeah. Especially
from a defensive standpoint. And that's kind of like why I love defense so much is because, I got to learn that's when I feel really close with my dad is when we get to watch football.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it sucks being away for 3 years since I've been here, not being able to watch Alabama football with them every Saturday, not being able to watch.
Shut up. I don't want to hear nothing out of you about no Alabama football.
I didn't say anything.
No, you wanted to. I saw
was
that
just
look.
smiling.
You were thinking.
Hey,
you were
roll
thinking.
Tide, baby.
Roll
Roll
Tide.
Tide.
No, that's all right.
Come on. Yeah, them Bulldogs. We don't want to talk about them.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about it after this past week.
Yeah,
I don't want to
bad.
talk
That
about
was
them.
bad.
I don't want to talk about them.
We
Yeah.
won't. We won't.
I felt like the Minnesota Vikings announcer. I mean, we could take a knee and try a 36-yard field goal.
You could have, but you didn't.
Yeah, but to what I was saying, yeah, my dad, me and him, we just feel really close with each other when we get to be around football. So, and my mom is just, she's my rock. And
why are you making fun of me, bro? That's my alarm. I got a meeting with Dr. Franey. That was my alarm to remind me. Quit laughing. Dr. Franey, you get a shout out on the podcast.
Hey, bro, you're shaking the setup. Calm down.
Hey, whose show is this? It ain't yours. We just let you be on it for the day. What's your tone with me?
All right.
I'm kidding. I love
But
you.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Making fun of my Dr. Franey alarm.
No, you know what I just thought? I saw a freaking Jeff Bridges commercial last night, and that's what I was thinking. So actually, I was complimenting you, Daddy, is what it was.
Yeah, freaking right, dude. Yeah, freaking right.
Yeah, if that's what you say, I'll believe you.
That's the only thing I can think of. I don't know where else I got it from.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I just have a little bit of it. I don't know.
All right. Well, Jordan, it's been an awkward moment. To Luke's father, I apologize. For Jordan,
I apologize to Luke's father.
But Luke, thank you for joining us. We had a good time. Jordan, he kind of had a good time, I guess.
I had a good time. I miss you, buddy. God almighty. You got to come visit me, man. I mean, I know we in season, but I miss you. I don't live with you no more.
Big frat guy.
Yeah, big frat guy. Hey, why are you pointing just at me? It's him too.
But Sam still gets out.
I do. What? Anyways, all right, we'll discuss this later. Yeah, no.
But Luke, again, thank you for joining us. We had a good time. Man, that was a great talk with Luke. Well, yeah, just give us your thoughts on that. Well, first, hold on. You have an ad that you can say. So before we dive into Luke, let's hear it from Capital Ortho.
So, Capital Ortho is proud to stand on the sidelines with Millsaps College Athletics as your Millsaps official sports medicine partner. Led by team physician and Millsaps alum and baseball legend, Dr. Tal Hendricks, our experts provide the care athletes need to recover faster, play stronger, and stay in the game. From injury prevention to comeback stories, we're here for everyone to play, every athlete, every season. Capital Ortho, move better, live better, and go majors.
All right, so let's hear your thoughts on what we just heard from Luke there.
First off, I love Luke. And I really feel bad to his dad now because I really love his dad.
And that was something,
stupid.
Man.
And because I was thinking about a commercial. That's how, TV's ruining us, Sam. You
should write a paper on it. Let that be your example.
No, I think, like I said, like we talked about, he plays a very, very technical position in a lot of ways, and I think it's more technical than even he kind of understands sometimes. Like he said, just trying to keep up, make sure he does his 1/11th. But I think as a defense as a whole, I think they're finally clicking. And like I said, I think this is one of the better all-around defensive games we've had this year.
Yeah.
And it came at a really big time against a big opponent, and right before you're fixing to get into the hammer and nails and everything of our season.
Yeah.
And our schedule. But I think he's doing great. I think it was a big help when he came here in general and started helping, like I said, in our rebuild process, and now he's been a part of it. Now he knows it, and now he's running a defense that actually is, feasible and works, and not dealing with Chris Royal as his defense coordinator, because that was a huge insult to this university and what this university could have been. And so to see the defense, move on from that, and Bap has done a phenomenal job at what he does, and Coach Leck, every defensive position. Like I said, it's good to see them start clicking a little bit and doing what they need to do and get what they need to get done. So yeah. And from Grant's standpoint, since he won it as well, on the offensive side, and we didn't have him since we had him 2 weeks ago. Offense looks great.
Offense looks incredible. Luke said
run game looked amazing last week.
You asked for it.
I asked for it,
and they gave it to
great.
You. Luke said it. He thinks they're the best offense in the conference, and then one of the top in the country. And you can't argue with it. They put up huge numbers every week. Grant.
Yes and no, you can't argue with it, because at times they look like the best offense, and they are. But it's like I said, it's good to see a consistency. Excuse me, and it's got to stay there. Like
it does.
It's the definition of consistency. It's staying there and being constant. So, this is going to be the biggest test of the year.
Absolutely.
Because like I said, talking to Luke, I think they're better technically sound and better as a team than Trinity. I think Trinity is like it's Texas, it's athletes.
Yeah.
And it's not hard to win in Texas when you have the athletes they produce.
Yeah.
Not a shot.
Yeah.
That's not a shot, because I don't want to jinx us. But the coach, I think all around wise, coaching wise, they're really, really technically sound and better as a team. So this is game. I think.
Yeah, this is a big one.
You got to star. You got to star this one.
Absolutely.
Show up, whatever.
I did it again. I did it again. Franny could be mad at me.
I can't say his daddy's name right, and you can't keep your alarms off. So we're having a day, big fella. We're having his day.
It's a good one.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you for joining us. This has been quite
a very interesting
episode of the podcast.
Very
hope you've had a few laughs with us, as we've had some little hiccups and good times in here. But thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week with maybe another football player, maybe volleyball. Who knows? Whoever gets athlete of the week.
SAA to help me out a little bit.
Jordan wants some volleyball diversity or some cross country, as well as they're wrapping up their year. So thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week. And as always, go Majors.
Go Majors!